Alright people, welcome back. Today's video, we are modifying the Zenon with ammo gear. I've been wanting to do this for a while. This will be the most, from all of the parts that I got, this will definitely be the most I've done to a reel that I've owned. Going to redo this thing. Hopefully the camera records all of it and you all get to follow along, because you can actually do your real maintenance and cleaning from this same video. But I'm not going to be doing real maintenance and cleaning. I'm going to be changing things. So things you're going to need. You're going to need this kit for sure. No questions asked. Weira kit. You're definitely gonna need an ammo fishing reel, spool, repair and maintenance toolkit, because it has some of the things you're gonna need out of this kit for sure. I'm not gonna change the bearings because I already actually changed the bearing, and the spool that it's going to be changed with has the new bearing already on it. I'll show you in a second. But you're definitely going to want the Allen key out of there because I'm going to change the screws. You're going to want the tweezers. I'll just set them down there now. Things that I'm actually going to need out of this. The tweezers. Your little wrench, the Phillips flathead screwdriver, the bigger version versus the Weira. The Weira is a small. I may show you guys the spool. Well, I'll show you the bearing. It's kind of the same with every reel. And you probably don't watch every reel, so I'll show you with this one. But let's unpack all of this stuff. So we got the guide thingy. I don't know the technical terms to all of these parts, so forgive me for that. Let's open it. So when you get this part here, it doesn't come with the little piece that goes inside of the guide to keep it on the actual rack or rail. They send you the little piece that's definitely required that I messed up in the Aldebaran video that I didn't put in. This is like a little spacer, so you don't want to lose that. The dowel. Bought extra bearings. These are the, as it says here, 411.3. I do it a little different. It's usually 11.34 or 10.34 or 8.32. That's just the measurement of the actual bearing. The actual ring of the dowel here, and that's going to be interesting. I actually think this needs glue, if I'm not mistaken. I think I need glue for this. It may need super glue. You may. We're going to find out. I should have looked at that beforehand. Thumb bar / clutch. This cosmetic piece that goes here. Of course, the handle and the nut, and oh, this is going to be great. I can tell just from that. That's Ammo. And now I actually had to grab some stuff from Hedgehog because Ammo didn't have it. This is the last Ammo piece here. The Star Drag. Which on the Star Drag that's on it originally, it tells you the turns, how many IPTs are on it. Which that's cool. New one doesn't. This is an 831. That handle is slightly smaller, I do believe. I think this is an 80 versus an 85. Yep. Okay. Now, Hedgehog Studio stuff. The tension knob. The line guide shaft. And then the guide pin. It has two in here. One is on the actual line guide. And then this one behind it is the actual pin. Some reels come with two, some don't. I noticed that the two Abus that I own have two. I don't know what this thing is called offhand. I have a brain fart. And of course the red screws that are the hex ends. Alright, so we're going to start actually with that bearing right there, the original bearing. I already took it out. I'm just going to show you real fast. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. So I'm going to remove that C-ring clamp thingy. I use the tweezers and reverse pull the bearing out. Boom. There is a little piece of carbon there. You want to leave that in there. I have this odd feeling I'm going to have to take this off actually to get to this. I wonder if there's a screw behind this. Let's peel this up and see. A little bit of oil. That thing's moving, but okay, so there's no screw behind there. Alrighty. Gonna need a Phillips screwdriver. It's 3 screws. Okay. Whoop, whole thing just popped out with ease. Okay, does this come off with ease? Doesn't seem like it. All right. Nope, just push it right there where. Okay, no spring. It's just a kind of like a clamp style. Just got to realign it back up. Okay, press that back down. That is set. That was a lot easier than I expected. Okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put these pieces back into one bag. Figuring this thing out. Looks like it should just pop up. That's weird because this backing doesn't have those push pieces, and this one has the push pieces. All right, so I need the flathead. Micro flathead. Yep. Which doesn't make sense to me. There is a little push, 4 push buttons on the inside, but it looks like once you push them, they break. They're done. And this doesn't have those. Yeah. So it's definitely glue in these push buttons. Try to clean off the excess plastic. What I should have did is check the okay, there we go. Max is 10, so you want that at the bottom, and then that at the top. Definitely glue. All right, so that's interesting. That is very interesting. And I know super glue ain't gonna do it. It'll do it for the moment just to show y'all, but I want to use something that's gonna hold and stay. I don't want to use this and then go out fishing and it falls apart. will do, super glue. I'll use Bondo after the video because that takes time to dry. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna align this and leave it. I'll put it to the side, let it dry while working on the other stuff. I actually could put this bearing back down in. Oh, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I knew that bearing fell down in there too far. Let's put the O-ring back in there as well. O-ring makes it quiet. This little piece here that looks like carbon fiber needs to, if you look at it, it has a little indent that it needs to fall into. All right, that is in place. Put the O-ring back down in. Okay, put the bearing back and a little C clamp that holds it into place. I'll just take this magnet out the way for a second. That up there out of the way. I'm gonna take a quick look at this handle and see if it has bearings in it or if they are bushings. I'm hoping it's bearings. Yep, that's a bearing on top, but let's see if it's a bearing on the bottom. And if it is, that's great. I feel like it should be. Yep, bearing to bearing, sweet. I need to push that bearing back down on. All right, that is EVA. foam. I did do like a take apart of the reel just to see if it needed bearings on the worm shaft. That's what that's called, a worm shaft cover. And you need a flathead or small Phillips to get that screw. The reel look nice how it is as is, but it's just, you know, I like to modify things. Oh, it's already easy to. I'm wondering if I need that washer on the back side. I might. All right, so star drag does not just pop off, you have to twist it off. Just checking to see if that's a washer or if that's part of the, oh, okay. I'll put that up there, put that up there. I'm gonna actually put this back on. I'm gonna save this washer. I'm gonna put, whoa. Put this piece back on. Keep it all together. Okay, put that over there. When I pull this up, I usually try to pull it all together. There should be a washer on the back side, and it is. I don't. Yep. Okay. I want a little bit bigger flathead to get these screws out. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then to get to this, number 6, number 7, and there's one back there, number 8, that I know of. This screw is very important because it holds this little square. Someone said this is for like to put oil in the reel. I don't know how true that is. I don't want to say that, and it's not, but I will say it holds the handles plate on. If you don't pull that out, if you don't pull this little piece right here out, it'll get stuck behind that gear and the whole thing won't come up at all. Let's take this off. Actually, what I'm gonna do is put the new one on. And by doing that, I'm gonna pop this whole little thing out and put it into the new one. there is a little hole that can push the whole thing out. There you go. And when you put it in to the new, just want that to turn and kind of make it so it, yep, it's in the hole. Okay. And you want to put this, shoot. Just trying to catch it so that it didn't lose the right direction, but I lost it. I think that's the right way. I actually want to check this bearing out that's in here because some people say it's not needed. Me, I think it is needed. What? It's a 10-3-3. I knew I was gonna need it, and I think I only ordered, wow. Okay. 10-3-3 is that bearing. I know it now. So if you're gonna plan on doing this, 10-3-3 is that bearing. I'm just gonna put it back. Tank 3-3. Gotta order that. Gonna push this C-clamp back down into place to hold the bearing in. Okay. This has two little divots to put that on there. I don't know why I'm doing this right now when all of this is gonna come up. And I think I put that little clicking mechanism on backwards because it didn't start clicking. It's clicking backwards, so I know it's definitely not right. All right, so I'm gonna flip this real quick and just leave it in there, but I'm not gonna put it on the actual reel. Why? Because I am going to pull this little piece here off. It's already kind of coming up. I'm wondering if it has that backing the locks underneath. So let's take this side off. This is one of my favorite reels, but it just has a couple of things that I don't like. The thumb bar, where it's floating and it's not going all the way across. All right. Let's see. Okay, that's staying on there. That's good. And there is nothing that is holding this down other than glue. Sweeting engineering. All right, so let me just slide this around, and that should make it pop up. Okay. Oh, there we go. Popped off. Easy. Yeah, they use glue. Okay. I was just cleaning that excess glue out from around here. My bad. I'm doing it off the screen. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is just press that down for a split second, but I'm gonna leave it alone and let it dry. And I am also gonna grab new gloves, mainly because these have a ton of grease all over them and I don't want that to be all over the frame or the body. I'm gonna put the tension knob cap on. There we go. Right. All right, we're gonna pull up this whole main gear. Up, up, up. There is a washer and clog on the back side. I'm gonna leave it all together. That's the bonus to having the grease. Now, there's a piece that I'm missing. I've been searching everywhere for it. It's this little piece that goes across the front of the frame. It looks like it's required to be moved to get to this stuff here. I did take it apart earlier, so I'm just gonna, flathead or Phillips will work. The 0.5. And I'm not mistaken, that whole thing comes up, but Phillips you want for this is a PH00 because it gets down in there perfectly. Just a little turn. I'm gonna just go ahead and move these springs off to the side. Probably just best to pull up the whole pinion. I kind of try to keep stuff together so that it's easy to put back or remember when it comes to putting it back. So all of this has to come off. So this screw here. Man, I really wish I had this piece. this screw right here, which would probably work better with the flathead. Yep. Okay. This whole piece is gonna come off. And as you've seen, the one side fell off, this side comes up. And you can get to your worm shaft and your pins. Gotta take that off. That is so fun. All right, so we're gonna push these two out. One's holding the line guide, and one is like a roll cage for the actual reel. Boom. Whoa. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this E or C clamp off so that this whole thing comes loose. And you're gonna want your small flathead. When taking this off, I always recommend that you push it against the body or the frame of the reel so that you don't have it go flying and you lose it. That is never fun. Okay, whole thing wants to come off now from the other side, which is fine by me. But you also need to undo the front, because we're going to be putting a new one on anyway. Once this comes off, that little thing has it in there, the little spacer. You want to take a flathead or a Phillips and just get behind there and push it down, and that whole little piece comes out. There's the spacers on there, by the way, so this whole thing will come down. And there is a bearing on that side. This side doesn't take a bearing. It has this little plastic thing that's holding it in place. There's a little pin that's holding. Whoa, whoa, slippery fingers. I'm just gonna take there we go. Some people degrease these. I'm not going to. I like the grease. We're gonna put this up here out of the way. Pull that out. Put that there. And we're gonna put the new red one on. We're going to take this out of there. And we're gonna get this bearing, put it in the new one. And then we're gonna put this on. But before we do so, we're gonna put that piece in. I think the washer that they give you with this is a little bit thicker because this is a little bit thicker itself, so the washer probably needs to come off the front of there. But I could tell that this washer is thicker than that one that's on there. Now that's the fun part. That grease, when it's like that, it's no fun. Before putting it on completely, make sure you put this on your line guide correctly. That to fall in. And check it by twisting. Yep, all right. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Thought I was gonna be able to get around that. Pen needs to go in that hole and then slide up against. All right, we got it in place. Washer, and then E clamp or C clamp or whatever you want to call this piece. I'm gonna have to take this off screen to get it back on, but it has to push back up against that. All right, we got that back into place. Let's put the big boy in first. That holds the line guide in place. And then a little skinny guy. Which I am shocked, but I'm not saying anything, that this thing doesn't have a, it doesn't have, is that the right hole? All right. Got those back into place. Put these little covers back on. I think the flathead would work best. Yeah, man, there's this piece right here. It is actually red, and I've been searching everywhere for it. So if you're watching this video and I think I did that wrong, this needs to go on there first. Oh no, it slid into place. I'm good. But since I got it there, I'm gonna put that little screw in. Looking good, looking good. Put the small screw back in. We're gonna put this other side plate on. Come on, you. So the side plates do go on first. I'm learning here, learning. So this has to come off. Just gonna leave that screw on that end. And I'm just gonna pull that forward just a little so that it can fall down in there. Oh, come on, man. Okay. Let's put this screw back on. Okay, side pieces are on. We're gonna put that screw back down. That looks good. Looks good, looks good. All right, so the next step is let's put this in here. The difference, you see that? This one's like thicker, and it's really, the hole is a lot smaller. This one's a lot thinner, and it's actually pushed forward. I guess to let the line off the spool a lot better. Me, myself, I get it. Me, myself, I would probably prefer something like this because of how small the hole is and making it more precise. But this makes more sense. It'll get it all the way across because the hole is open more. All right. Set this out of the way. That's gonna be fun putting back together. I can already tell it. All right. Our next step, I guess, would be is to start putting things back together. Nope. What I should have did is while that was off, is I should have went straight to the back and took that off. So I'm gonna go straight through here, undo that screw in the back. Let me move this out of the way. All right. Undo that screw. This push bar did come with a screw already in it, and it went from a flat head to a Phillips. That grease is kind of annoying now in some areas. Like, why is there grease on the thumb bar? Like, why? Why? It's one screw. Okay. And I just don't understand all of the grease, but they did it. Okay. Gotta put the pinion back in place, which it's floating because there isn't see, but it's still floating. I don't like that, but one cannot complain. Is that all the way down? It's not. Yeah, it is. Okay. 2 springs back on. And then place it, or no, I'll put this. I'm tripping because it needs to come. All right, I'm gonna put that back on. My main concern is making sure that it is in the right place. On here. And how do I tell? We're just gonna put this on until it falls into place like so. And put this back. Into place like so. And I'll just take those screws out for now. So that I can okay. It's trying to go back in. I got this one screw just wanting to okay. Uh-oh. You gotta find a the easiest way is just to take this back off. Get this back into place. Usually you get twisted and the grooves will meet up. Yep, they met up. And now I just gotta twist it on here and the grooves will meet up. Okay, everything is into place. And then the easiest way, honestly, is to put it on over the top, like so. And just align where the screws are supposed to go. And everything will go into place. All right. I just want to get these screws back down. Where's the Phillips head? put them all the way back down tight just yet. Putting those all back into place. All right, let's check this brake thing. Yep. I feel like it's slipping when it gets between 8 and 7. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna leave it alone for now because that super glue isn't completely dry either. Okay. Now the real fun is putting this back inside of here. And if anyone knows a trick, please, please, please let me know. God. Oh no. Oh, they're not that bad. I'm just overthinking it. They actually go back in there pretty easy. It's just now getting them to stay in there and not fall out from the other side. So just putting them straight on. Oh, come on. Where's that other one? Oh, they're right side by side. Oh, was that the same one? I would try using my tweezers, but they don't hold well. Get in there. Another one's wanting to fall out, and I see it falling out. All right, so what I did is I grabbed a little grease. Time to cheat. So what does this grease do? It just makes it easier for me to put them in there. Right, back into place. Whoo! Holy moly! Actually, what I'm gonna do is put this down on there. Boom. And I'm gonna put this back on first. There's 6 screws, but there's 5 in this kit. What were they thinking? I'll tell you what they were thinking. They gave me I got the wrong Allen wrench out. Probably end up doing this one last. I could tell it's gonna be a pain. I'm lying. All right, it's in there. The 2 with the big threads go on the inside. The longest screw to the back, and it actually requires the bigger Allen wrench. Go put that grease back too. I mean, kind of agitated when I grabbed it, so I grabbed too much of it. Did I miscount that? Oh. Okay. 1, 2. No, they did not. Why did they give me a 5 when it should have been? It should have been 6. And I think I got an idea. The long screw is that one that goes all the way through. Okay. So how did it go down in there so easy? I thought the long screw went to the top. Yep, the long screw goes down at the bottom. I could tell from the way it's just spinning now. Come on out of there. That's why they gave you 5. The long screw goes all the way across. Yep. Haha. All right, remember to wash her first. And then this whole kit falls into place. And then you twist this down. It doesn't look like it went on straight. It's on there straight now. And it should start clicking into place. I'm holding the line guide. So I don't break anything. Put the spool in. I'm gonna come back to this and figure out why it's sliding. Okay, I think I see the issue. It's not closing. It's not closing. Okay, I gotta fix that. All right, guys, the last and final step for me before I tell you all good night and then fix that issue, I'm gonna put this on. I don't think anybody wants to sit and watch me figure out that slippage. All right, put that washer on. Screw down. All right. Put the lock. Okay. Oof. So I thought it was an issue, but there was no issue. Man. Let me get my dirty dumb out the way. That thing was still spinning. All right, guys, everything's fixed, but not completely to my liking. I want to figure this out, and I'm not going to hold you all. I'm going to say thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, concerns, definitely ask. Remember to like and share. Squares are for free lifetime. Squares are free lifetime. The squares are how-to videos or fishing videos. And the circles are free lifetime subscription. Until next time, peace out. I just want to bring it back and let y'all know that I did fix this. It just needed to be aligned correctly. Yeah. There we go.